Hello everyone, my name's Cliff and welcome back to my channel. This is Cliff's Dark Gems. And if you're new here, welcome for the first time. Yeah, and tonight, what we're going to do is if anything can go wrong, it will go wrong. Murphy's Law? Yeah, right. Stay tuned. Okay, so this is the Sod's Law tag, created by Duncan from Backawayfromthedonkey. Freaking brilliant. And yeah, I've got a huge backlog of tags. Duncan tagged me in this. It was an original tag, and he tagged me about 3 months ago. So I apologize, Duncan. But yeah, at least I'm getting the ball rolling again. And what's interesting about this tag? Yeah, so we discover why Sod's Law, and that's a British thing, is more pessimistic than Murphy's Law, where anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And in this tag we talk about books, we talk about videos, we talk about reading events, stuff like that. So it's actually quite a fun tag, quite awesome to do. So let's get going. Number 1, the video you spent the most time on and are most proud of is likely to get the least views. Here's name that video. Okay, so basically put all your effort and time into a video thinking it's going to be a masterpiece, and then it flops badly. Now, I'm not going to say that I spend all the time on these videos, but I spend a lot of thought on these reviews. Lonesome Dove on the one hand and Project Hail Mary on the other, and they're recent reviews that I've done. And yeah, I think the problem with reviews, yeah, they're going to gain traction over time, but you're going to have spoilers, people. So, I mean, for Project Hail Mary, I made it very clear. If you haven't read the book, don't watch this review. But it is yeah, and you get just over 100 views on that video. When you spend a lot of thought and effort into talking about the characters and talking about the setting and talking about what you loved about the writing and the friendships and all that stuff, it was just a little bit of a letdown. But yeah, that's my answer to that one. Number 2 is a video that you had the most disasters putting together. And now, yeah, I wouldn't say disasters when I was putting together the video for the first time, but in this case it's a disaster when it was made and what happened after that. And that's my top 10 horror authors. One of my favorite videos. The video I'm very proud of making. It did take a long time, I did a lot of research. But I talk about one author, people, and I talk about that author. There's something problematic about that author and his behavior and his attitude towards people. Maybe you can guess. And I got a kind of nasty comment. So my wife and I decided we were going to try and cut that particular part of the video. And it took us forever because we didn't know what we were doing. So we were sitting on the floor for hours trying to figure out how to just get this 30 segment part of the video and cut it out. And we were quite new to this whole thing, so perhaps we could do it a bit quicker now. But yeah, it was frustrating and it was a bit of a nightmare, but a disaster. Yeah. Okay, number 3, and this is opposite to prompt 1. The video you threw off the cuff with minimal work is the one that gets the most views. Name the video. Yeah. My haul videos, people. I did a haul called My Biggest Horror Book Haul Yet, where I had like 20 books, and all horror books, and I just showed them off. And I just made it up as I went along, and I was enthusiastic and I loved it. But I did next to no preparation because it was just a haul, right? And that is close to top of my favorite. I think it's in my top 10 videos out of 370, 80 I checked the other night. But yeah, I mean, it's just a basic thing. If you're going to do a haul, you got books, people want to see the books that you buy. So you're going to be more successful with the least amount of work. Problem is money. Yeah. Okay, number 4. Don't believe the hype. The book you were really excited for and looking forward to, that was a letdown for you. Okay, I've got 2 here. The first one, not so much the book, but the author. It's my first reading of Stephen Graham Jones, and it's on my Kindle, so I'll put it up here, and that's Mapping the Interior. And I just really did not get on with this book. I did not get on with the writing. I found it confusing. Yeah, and I didn't really grasp too much of the horror. I just kind of lost interest. And I know I've been told by quite a number of viewers and booktubers that I should give him another go. And I definitely plan to. And the next book is Unpopular Decision People. Very unpopular decision for a lot of people. Haunting of Hill House. And I actually read this twice. First time I gave it 2 stars and everyone was like, this is a masterpiece. Everyone says this is a masterpiece. So I read it again. And I enjoyed it a bit more. I think I went in with a different mindset. I didn't expect to be absolutely terrified. This book is not terrifying to me. And I gave it 3 stars because I got a bit more out of it. You know, the kind of the psychological horror that this is supposed to be. But yeah, this doesn't work for me. And I think it's characters. I hate the characters. I can't stand the characters. They are so irritating. You know, it's this group of people that go into Hill House. This professor, and yeah, I just hate the characters. Sorry. Okay, the next one's a good one. Prompt number 5. The book you're excited to read, but every time you try to read it, something happens and you end up reading something else instead. This has happened in numerous times in the last 2.5 years since I've been a booktuber. I love this author, and that's The Bottoms by Joe R. Lansdale. I love Joe R. Lansdale. I love the horror work. There's other books I've read by him as well. Kind of crime, thriller, horror, a little bit of comedy in there. But I don't think this is comedic, and I think you really have to be in the mood. I think it's a heavier subject matter. You know, it's about racism, the Great Depression. There's some heavy subject matter there, and I've been told it's a really, really good book. So I need to read it, and I'm planning to read it. I just have to be in the mood, people. So yeah, that's Joe R. Lansdale, The Bottoms. Yeah. Okay, prompt number 6. A booktube event you keep meaning to participate in, but other events mean you never do. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of events that I want to participate in, but I think as a booktuber, you can't stretch yourself too far. You have to choose who you know, where you want to go, the events you want to participate in, and that's just the way it is. Otherwise, yeah, you stretch yourself too thin, and you end up not enjoying yourself because you feel guilty if you don't take part, or if you don't read a book. Yeah, guilt. You have to do your thing. You have to be you. Prompt number 7. A book you've ended up with multiple copies because you didn't think you had it. There are a couple of books of Stephen King, but I'm going to go with James Herbert. And yeah, I mean, The Rats, I didn't find all the other. I've got 3 copies of this, and I've got 2 copies of The Spear. Alright, got this one. It's pretty evil, pretty cool. And the reason for this is because James Herbert is so... There are books in every single South African store. There's Stephen King, there's Dean Koontz, there's James Herbert, there's a couple of other authors, not much else in the terms of horror. So, yeah, you buy it because you're desperate for horror, and oh wait, I've got this. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Okay, prompt number 8. The video you've been trying to get together for the longest time, that you just never got around to because of events. Okay, so this is similar to the other question. I've got hundreds of ideas, got loads of ideas, and so events is not going to hold me back, because yeah, I do events, the events that I do because I enjoy them, and I can cope with them and manage them, and then the rest of the time is me putting videos together and reading the books that I want to read as well. Even though the event books are cool as well, it's just like a little bit of everything. You just got to manage it, not stretch yourself out too thin. So yeah, that's my answer to that one. Okay, number 9 is a good one. Books you keep trying to buy, but is never around, or other things thwart your ability to buy. I'm going to go with Off Season by Jack Ketchum, but I'm going to go with pretty much any extreme horror. I'm going to go with so many indie authors that I would love to buy. That's one of the disadvantages of living here in a remote kind of coastal area of South Africa, is that even on Kindle there's a whole lot of books that I cannot get. They're not available on South African Kindle, and even when I try to import them, I try to import off-season, the expurgated version, in other words, preferred version, and at the last minute they said not available. I cannot get hold of that book. Simple, I just can't in this country. And there's a whole lot of other titles just not available. I mean, even on Kindle, yeah, I'd rather own them. I'd rather own a physical copy, but we're a little bit limited where we live. Okay, so I'm not going to complain, because we've got the ocean, we've got the coastline, we've got South Africa, so it's cool. Okay everyone, number 10 is to tag some people. So yeah, I'm going to just go through some names, add them in the description box down below. And yeah, this was a fun tag. Thank you, Duncan. I'm sorry it's taking me so long. And yeah, if in the 3 months since I've done the tag, other people tagged me to do this video and I missed that, I'm really sorry. Yeah, I don't think so, but kind of crazy. So, got a lot of tags still to do. But everyone, take care of yourselves. Let me know in the spaces down below. Start a conversation with me. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Keep those pages turning. And cheers.